Elon Musk was feeling like a boss. The current president of the Billionaires Club was riding high after beating two of his greatest rivals in the last two Billionaire challenges. In fact, those defeats had made both Sir Richard Branson and Jeff Bezos quit the Billionaires Club and quit the challenges. They were sick of pumping billions into a bottomless pit only to lose to Elon Musk. Sir Richard had decided to spend the rest of his days chilling on his own private island, while Jeff had started plans on his first hotel and spa on the moon and was working on his new penis rocket so they could achieve his dreams. The latest Billionaires Club meeting was taking place at their Australian headquarters in Sydney. Elon's time as the current president was coming to an end, and in his final speech to the members, he decided to spend an hour bragging about how awesome he was and how he kicked Sir Richard and Jeff's ass. His constant blabbering had caught the attention of two other billionaires in the club who had been watching the last few challenges from afar. The first one was Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook. He hated Elon, and after Elon bought Twitter, had started to see him as his arch rival. "Hey Elon," said Mark, "if you think you are the greatest billionaire of all time, why don't we go head to head in one of your famous challenges? I could buy Real Madrid and you could buy Barcelona, and we could see who really can kick it with the big boys." Elon loved this idea, but before he could answer Mark, somebody else joined in on the conversation. Wait, gentlemen. Nobody is starting a new challenge without the Billionaires Club's new president, me, the great Bill Gates, founder of the world famous Microsoft. I think it's time you two young whippersnappers were put in your place. So if any challenge is happening, it's happening with the president's say-so and my participation. And I will also decide where the challenge takes place. Mark was happy with that. He just wanted to beat Elon Musk. Elon was happy as he felt confident he could beat both these nerds. And Bill was happy as he had a chance to avenge his good old friend Sir Richard Branson. So with everything set, Bill revealed the terms of the challenge. They would be heading to Viking country. Each would buy a team in Sweden, Denmark or Norway. Any team they wanted. He placed the names of the three countries in a hat and he let Elon pick first. Out popped Norway, and Elon couldn't resist. He decided to purchase Viking FK. Next to choose was Mark Zuckerberg. He selected Sweden and chose to buy Varbergs FC, leaving Denmark for the president, Bill Gates, who decided to take over Viborg FF. Bill decided that the winner of the challenge wouldn't be decided on who won a European trophy first, but who could win the most European trophies. So may the best man win, which would most definitely be him, he said. And that was that. It was all set. A new challenge in new countries with two new billionaires. Can Elon win yet again? Or will one of our newcomers take his throne? Well, we will find out in the Billionaires Challenge Hall of the Fallen. Hello, I'm Bood and welcome back to the Billionaires Challenge. As always, thanks for joining me. Your view is the most important thing, but if you feel generous, hit that thumbs up, get involved in the comments, become a patron. That helps the channel out massively. Subscribe if you're new and all hit that bell. You'll never miss anything I do. But yeah, thanks for joining me for the third Billionaires Challenge of the week. I'm having a bit of fun with this. Easy to make, and I know some of you are enjoying it. But we've got some changes with episode 3. We've got two new billionaires. Mark Zuckerberg and Bill Gates are going to be going toe-to-toe with Elon Musk, who has won the first two. I don't know if you saw the first one, the Billionaires Challenge race to the Champions League. Elon Musk actually won that. He won a Champions League with Barrow. In the second one, the Battle of the Baltics, no one actually accomplished it. No one won a European trophy, but he won the most trophies. So technically, Elon Musk won the second one. But can he win the third one? Well, we've gone to Scandinavia, to three of the main Viking countries, Denmark, Sweden and Norway. Now, obviously in the first episode, they're starting off in Sky Bet League 2, but once you get to the Premier League, you're buzzing. You're going to be successful. In the second one, it was in the Baltics, so Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. Their leagues were very low rep. They're like 80, around 80, 70 reputation in the editor, where the Premier League's around 185, I think. These leagues are quite similar, and it's more of a middle ground. Now, they ranged anywhere from 135 down to 127, but to give everyone an equal platform, a bit more of an equal starting point, I've changed all the reputation of the top divisions to 135. So all the leagues have got the exact same rep. There's also a couple of other little changes. If we jump to Viking FK, Elon Musk's new team based in Norway, you'll see they're already playing at the Elon Musk Arena. Bill Gates said, right, we're all really, really rich. Let's have an equal starting point when it comes to stadiums. Maybe it'll give them all a leg up in the race. So everyone's got a brand new stadium. And also, you might have noticed, no manager. I've removed all the managers that were currently at the team, so it gives these new owners a chance to bring in the best manager they can, straight from the start and see what they can do. Also, if you're heading over to Sutton, I've made sure they are clear. Sutton, Barrow and Harrogate, plus the other 3 teams from the second episode, the Battle of the Baltics, everything's been removed. So no little side accidental experiments. It's a fresh start with 3 fresh teams. Let's head on back over to Elon Musk's team, Viking FK, based in Norway. They didn't have a nickname. I've not been creative. I've called them the Dark Blues, founded in 1899. Great team. I've had a stint with them on one of my Journeyman series. I think it was last year. Had a lot of fun. Couldn't get a job, ended up there, and it was well successful. I loved it, every bit of it. So I've got a kind of affiliation towards this club. Now, you might also notice fierce rivals. They are competitive rivals, even though they're in different countries. I thought it might add a bit of spice if they do end up meeting in a European competition. Now, also, just like the other ones, they've all got £1 billion in the bank, £1 billion to spend. They can give maximum weekly wages of 700 grand, and they've got 10 million in extra wage space to get building that squad straight away. Wants to get a new manager in. The owners hate each other. The clubs won't sell players to each other. So hopefully they'll make it nice and tasty. I think so. So just to show you, there he is, Elon Musk at the top as the owner. And again, just like the other ones, I've done nothing to the staff, nothing to the players. They've got a blank canvas and a lot of money to do it themselves. History-wise, that's their trophy cabinet. Of course, no European trophies. Will they be able to get any? Let's head on over now to one of our new billionaires, and it's Mark Zuckerberg, and he's at Varbergs FC, based in Sweden. I've called them the Dark Greens. They didn't have a nickname either. Yeah, I'm very imaginative sometimes. Sometimes I am. Sometimes I can't be asked. Founded in 1925. They were quite a low team. Now, you might have noticed the theme. I had to pick Viking. I had to. That's kind of a theme of this challenge. The Vikings, the Viking nations. So I made sure the other teams are picked began with a V. There he is at the top, Mark Zuckerberg. Now, you can't look at him in detail, but trust me, I've gone a bit geeky with it. They have got their actual date of births and everything. Even though you can't see it. It always annoys me when you can't see an owner's stats and doctor's stats. I hope that improves on this new FM25. I'm very excited now. We've just got to get through FM24, and then this is the end, innit? I don't know if you've seen it. I've mentioned it on my Impossible Dreams Scunthorpe series, but there's a blog out on Sports Interactive website where they're talking FM24 is going to be the last hurrah of this form of game, and when 25 comes out, it's going to be brand new in every way. So I'm very excited about that. And they really do not have a lot of history. Like I said, I think they were quite a lowly reputation team. And talking of all that, they've got max facilities. They've got more fans, obviously, to fill that stadium, and they've got 10,000 rep, which is the max you can have. So they're the highest rep teams in the world, so hopefully they can track players in. And yeah, I love this stuff. I know it's silly, it's a bit of fun, but I do like finding out what's going to happen, and I don't know what's going to happen. Last but not least, we've got the new president of the Billionaires Club. I don't know if you've noticed that in the stories, I might have mentioned it, but each year they vote in a new president. Elon Musk was out, and in's come Bill Gates, and he's set this whole challenge up. It's his baby. He's based in Denmark with Viborg FF, I think they're called. Now, they did have a nickname, the Greens. That's what inspired the other 2 nicknames I had to create. That's their actual nickname in the game, apparently. Founded in 1896. And there is Bill. Now, one thing, when I said I've been quite realistic with the date of births, to hopefully keep him at the club, because he's older than the other 2, and so was Richard Branson. I shaved 10 years off their age just so they don't bugger off. But so far, I've done this before with different things. People sell the clubs. So far in the previous ones, they've all stayed to the very end, which I think is quite cool. Now, talking of the very end, I'm keeping the same running theme. Some people have said, oh, you should do 20 years, 30 years, whatever. No, I like 15 years. It's a good amount. It's easy to do. It's easy to simulate. So just like the previous 2 challenges, we're going to jump forward 15 years. Now, they have got quite a tasty trophy cabinet, but again, no European trophies. Now, I'm quite confident about this one. Obviously, no one could do it when they're in the Baltics. With all that money in the world, they couldn't do it. In England, it was easier. They won quite a few. 2 of them did anyway, Elon and Jeff Bezos. But I just think this middle ground, it's still good footballing nations. I think they've got a chance at winning some, at least one, but it is all about who can win the most, if any. So with that, I think we jump forward 15 years. Like I said, I've just holidayed it. I've had it running last night. I finished it off this morning while I was at work. I don't know what's going on. I like this. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful of some success. But who's going to come out on top? Well, I think, I don't know. because they're all different. Again, like I make the personalities different. Elon Musk is the same. I've kind of modelled Bill Gates is basically Richard Branson, and Mark Zuckerberg is Jeff Bezos, right? But I think I might start with Elon because he's won the last two. I reckon we just jump straight to him. Why not? And here we are. It's now the 1st of June 2037. Now, 2 of these leagues run in a winter league, and I think another one doesn't, so there might be a bit of a difference with that. But it is what it is. I couldn't change that. Well, I could, but I wasn't going to. Now, they've got a manager called John Heitinger. I think he's Ajax manager in here. Got no face. I don't know why. But yeah, there's still the Elon Musk Arena. I gave him the chance, you know, to increase capacity to 80 if they wanted. But Elon hasn't. He's happy enough with that. But what have they been able to achieve? Well, first, let's look at transfers. So just like any other ones, we can't go through everything. We're just going to quickly go through the amounts. Now, I have been through it already and I've added it up. And Elon Musk, oh my God, has famously won the first 2 challenges. I think he spent, I've written it down here, 1.4 million and 1.9 million in the 2 previous episodes, right? And done really well. In Norway, with Viking, he spent 3.2 billion on players. 3.2 billion. I don't think anyone's got over 3 so far in any of them. So lots of money. Did he win anything? Well, he's won one. He won the Conference League. The Europa Conference League. Wow, is that it? Is that enough? Is that going to have won it? I don't know, we've still got 2 people to look at. But let's check his managers out, and straight away he signed one of the best free agent managers on the game, Luis Enrique, who thinks he was going to PSG. Now in real life, he left his manager role after 14 years, 12 league titles and 10 cups. And obviously Johnny, my mate Johnny, he's come in, not been here long, and had a chance to win anything yet. So obviously it was Luis Enrique who won him the conference. All the way back in, wow, 2023, a long time ago. I mean, if that's the only European trophy, he won it pretty much within a year. Let's head on over to Sweden with Mark Zuckerberg's team, Varbergs FC, who've got Jaap Stam as their current manager. Now, again, I've been through it and I've added it up for you. We'll just quickly go through all the numbers. Now, Mark's his first challenge, wasn't being shy. He hasn't broken the 3+ billion mark, but he spent a lot. He spent trying to achieve a win in this challenge, 2.8 billion. 2.8 billion. Did he win any European trophies? Ooh! I didn't think anyone could win the Champions League. I was thinking that was it. Elon Musk got a conference. That's probably the max you're going to get with a team from Norway, Denmark or Sweden. But he's got a Champions League. So if that's it, the Champions League out-trumps a Conference League, in my opinion. If it's just one apiece, you have to go with the best. Mark Zuckerberg might have beaten his arch rival, Twitter versus Facebook. He said he was going to do it. We've still got Bill Gates to look at, but wow. Why does Frank de Boer keep popping up in these challenges? He's absolutely dumpy. He lasted 84 days. Thank God for that. And got sacked. Lars Lagerbäck was caretaker manager. Was he? And Jaap Stam, great defender. I was all gutted when we sold him. Obviously, I'm a Man United fan, loved him. He's won 14 league titles and 14 cups, including a freaking Champions League. Now, we're going to Denmark, to the Billionaires Club president's team. Bill Gates, he was very confident. He set the challenge up. But could he do it? Has he managed a couple of Champions Leagues? Because he needs 2. I mean, if he wins 1, we'll have to then go to see one of the most other trophies to decide who's won. You never know. Freaking hell. Varbergs in Sweden have won a Champions League. Now then, again, I've been through it, added it up for you, and I think Bill Gates was a bit more reserved. He's trying to go down the Elon Musk route. Now, he spent good amounts of money. Don't get me wrong, for a team in Denmark, you can see the numbers right there. But he only spent 2 billion. So, is that enough? No, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Bill, you were so confident you're going to beat these 2 young whippersnappers, and you couldn't do it. No? Bit surprised, really. I don't know why. I was expecting they all have something. Maybe he'd had a Europa League and they have the full set. Do you know what I mean? That would have been nice, wouldn't it? So manager-wise, he brought in Gerardo Martino, who was there for 7 years. He left with 7 league titles and 5 cup wins. And now he's got Sergio Conceição, pops up a lot on stuff I do nowadays. And he's got 8 league wins and 5 cups. So we do have a winner. It's Mark Zuckerberg with his Champions League. We need to check out a few more things. I want to see, who did he beat in the final? How did he get to that final? Because it's mental. Did they get to any other finals? So here we go. Man City, the current holders. Varberg's in 2034. Oh! Look at that! It was Varberg's versus Viborg. So Bill Gates nearly did it. He actually got to a final. Now, Varberg's have won it. They've also came runner-up a couple of years earlier and runner-up a couple of years after. So you nearly bossed this, Mark Zuckerberg. 3 Champions League finals and Bill Gates got to one. Not sure they've played much Europa League because obviously they've been bossing the leagues, haven't they? But you never know, they might have. But I can't see him in any Europa League finals. And of course, Viking won the Conference League in 2023, the second one. Any other finalists? No, that was it. So no, Elon won a conference, but he won 12 league titles and 10 cups. I just think with Bill Gates getting to a Champions League final, I just think that's a bit special. So I'm not going to say who's second and third is, but we're going to start here with Viking and have a quick look at their best all-time 11. Here we go. They've got Hendrik up top. Check that out. Gavi in the middle. Some players there, aren't there? I mean, he was close. Imagine that. Imagine he'd have won it. And then you've got Varbergs and Mark Zuckerberg getting to a couple of finals and losing it. Interesting. The fact that they both got to a final. I'm going to go back into that in a minute. I want to see how they both got there. Well, interesting. But yeah, 15 league titles, 10 cups. And this is his best ever 11, apparently. Got Malacia from Man U. Ivan Nielsen. Got Alex Merritt. Decent keeper. Decent players. Evan Ferguson. Wow. And last but not least, the winner, Mark Zuckerberg, with his Champions League and his 2 runners-up medals as well. That's brilliant. He won 14 league titles and 14 cups. And this is his best ever 11. Martinelli, Pino. Wow. Got some players in there, didn't it? I mean, some of these probably regens as well. But fair play. I mean, I was a bit worried there was going to be a blank slate as well, like the last one. No one could do it. So he's got 2, couple of finals, couple of trophies. Quite good. So here we are with the Champions League final where Varbergs beat Viborg on penalties at my favourite stadium. It's in my top 3 stadiums in the world. I absolutely love the Puskás Arena in Budapest, in Hungary. But let's check out how they got there. In the semi-final, Viborg beat Liverpool and Varbergs beat Real Madrid. I think Real Madrid, if I'm right, beat him in the final a couple of years earlier. So a bit of revenge. In the quarters, Viborg beat Barcelona and Mark Zuckerberg, man. Knocking out Man City. Gotta love it. In a round of 16, Viborgs beat Chelsea and Viborg beat Sevilla. Decent teams, aren't they? I mean, I know people like, run it for 20, 30 years. And they definitely collect more looking at this. But I just think 15 years is good. It's easy. Keep it consistent. And this is the league phase. And both teams got to the final. Didn't actually get in the top 8. So they would have had that qualifier, the extra round as well. Which we're not going to look at. But that's quite interesting. Elon's had a bit of a step back here. I think when you spend 3.2 billion, you should be winning the league title every year. He missed out on 3. Bill Gates didn't mess about though. He won the league title every season. He was the owner. And he may have won it. Mark Zuckerberg, he got a Champions League. But that first year really was a building year because he probably had the weakest squad to start out with, to be fair. But once he got spending his 2.8 billion, he won the title every year. And the reputation of all 3 leagues increased. Obviously having these teams has helped. The better players coming in. I'm guessing some of the money might have filtered down to other teams in their countries and helped. But that's quite cool to see. But as always, thanks for joining me for another Billionaires challenge and another video. Your view is the most important thing. But if you're feeling generous and kind and happy, I love you and I know you love me. Hit that thumbs up. Get involved in the comments. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell. Become a patron if you really want to help the channel keep going, because it really does. Without you guys, I won't be here. So thank you very, very much. If you've got any ideas for somewhere you'd like some billionaires to go to, like this one was suggested to me in the comments, let me know down below and I'll see what I can do, because I'm having a bit of fun with it. I am, why not? So yeah, you stay happy, you stay safe. Congratulations to Mark Zuckerberg. I'm Bood. Bye bye.